Hello, friends. Hello, Emma. I really
Hello.
nice meeting you today. I'm very happy that we could finally organize our meeting. It's really great to see you. And today I'm hosting Emma, and we are going to talk about life in India, life in Russia. She will explain why I mentioned these two countries, and also about relationships in Indian families. And first of all, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? So that our listeners know you a little bit better.
All right. Well, hello guys. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for hosting me. It's an amazing thing that you are running these things, and that will help a lot of people, to understand the cultures and all. So my name is Emma, and I'm Armenian girl. I'm 28 years old. I was born in Russia in a small village close to Ural Mountains. That's all.
Wow.
I'm an English teacher. Yes, right now.
Yes. And
And my husband is an IELTS teacher, so together we run a consultancy. We offer consultancy for those who want to, study abroad in US, Canada, UK.
yes, that's a really needed thing indeed. I think a lot of Indians as well. They really want to go to study abroad.
Yeah. So you can, of course, they can approach us. We will help.
Great. I hope you get more clients today.
Hopefully.
Yes, and my most popular, I think, question, which you probably heard a lot of times yourself, how did you meet your husband? Did you ever think that you would be married to someone like from a totally different culture, I would say?
Well, the second question, if I ever thought that I'm going to be married to someone not from my culture, well, I always knew that it's gonna be a person who is not very closed in his own culture, if you know what I mean. So he's
Yes,
not just absorbed in that particular culture, but he's like the person of the world.
yeah,
So I always knew that that person's going to be like that. He's not going to be a narrow-minded one. So yeah, of course I had my dreams while watching Bollywood movies and all. Shah Rukh Khan. Yes,
yeah,
but
I can
I
imagine
never
like
had a
all of us.
particular. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine like all of us when we are young, we always have our
Exactly.
dreams on the white horses.
Exactly, yes. So and I never thought that it's going to be a particular nationality, or no, I just knew that person is going to be a very kind one and very honest one. That's about it.
That's nice. And I think you were interested in Indian culture before, or
Yes, and that's how I went to India. So well, luckily I was born in an Armenian family who in Soviet Union, we all lived in Russia, adored Bollywood movies. You know, all those cinemas. My mom told me that she used to bring this small recorder to the cinema to, quietly record the songs, and then my aunties would sing at home. So I grew up in this atmosphere, and of course, it seeped into my blood. And slowly, I learned a little bit about culture. And the most amazing thing for me was, of course, dance. Watching those amazing, beautiful dance forms in the movies, classical ones. I fell in love, and I, tried slowly to do something by myself in that small village with my cousins and with a, group of women there. We also presented Indian culture there. But after I graduated here, I decided that I want something else. Something else was missing in my life. So I thought to myself, why not try something risky for an Armenian girl? And I noticed I will, point one thing, that Armenian families are usually very strict.
yes, exactly.
So girl cannot go alone somewhere abroad and just stay there. It's close to impossible, let's say. But my parents were very open, and I'm really thankful to them that they trusted me this much to let me go abroad and to support my crazy idea to bounce to India alone and study dance form.
That's amazing, really, because I heard that in Armenian families, yes, it's really difficult for the girl even to marry someone outside of their community. Yes, that I will ask you later. Yeah, how did your family reacted when you met your husband? But so you grew up in that atmosphere, like you always listened to Indian music, you saw Indian dances, you were watching a lot of Indian movies. I remember
Movies,
my
yes.
childhood, yes, because it started with Indian movies. My mother took me to see some Indian movie, and
Oh,
after that I was like, I want to see all Indian movies which are available. Like, we were watching every week. I think we were going somewhere to watch something. It was
that's
really amazing.
amazing. That's amazing. And on the big screen, I envy sometimes my mother because she saw them on the big screen. Now we see in our computers in small ones, but
Uh,
they saw it on the big screen. That's amazing. Yeah. So while studying my first year, I completed my first year and I decided to change my flat. So the flat I was shifting magically had neighbors. And my husband was coming back from America from his studies, and he decided magically again to stay with his friends a little bit. And that's how we met. We met in a very most funniest way ever. I was rushing to my classes and I wanted to eat something because I was so hungry. So I was, making potatoes. And suddenly I realized that I don't have oil. There was no oil in the house. So I ran to all the aunties, neighbors, please, do you have oil and all? Some of them said, we don't have oil. Okay. Some of them were just not home. So I had to knock to the boys' flat, not that my neighbors who were living downstairs. And he came out, our eyes met, and something at that very moment, something clicked. I don't know what was that. I was not interested in any relationships. I just went to study. But something clicked. And that's how we started. We started talking first as neighbors, then we became friends. Then I got to know his friends, amazing people, open-minded, kind, beautiful people. So slowly, somehow it became, he became very dear to me and his friends as well, which I think is a very important thing, to know who your person is talking to. That tells a lot of things.
That's really
So, yeah.
amazing. So it was a love at the first sight. If something clicked immediately, that already say something.
Well, yeah. But we were, keeping a little distance at the beginning. So getting to know each other, talking a lot, and slowly understanding that there are a lot of common things that we see in life the same way, and we pursue ourselves in life the same way. So, yeah.
And how long did you stay in India and which city was it?
How long did I stay in India?
Yes.
In total, let's count 4 years before I came back to Russia. And what was the second question?
I asked which city did you stay?
Mostly Delhi. Delhi it was. The New Delhi. That's where my college was.
So may I ask, what did you study in India? I think you were studying Indian classical dance.
Yes, I had, let's call it a blessing, to study from my Guruji, Jaikishan Maharaj. He is a son of Birju Maharajji. He passed last year. I studied Kathak dance and the classical Hindustani music a little bit also we touched.
Wow. That's something very close to me because I was actually learning a little bit of Kathak in Moscow. It was maybe a
Really?
few months. So I still remember some movements. It was really amazing. Yeah. When I saw your videos, I just went back to my childhood. Yeah, how great it was. Yeah, and I really wanted to study Indian vocal, but it wasn't possible. In Moscow, it wasn't possible at all. I checked everywhere. It was only possible to
To
learn
go.
some classical dances, different styles, but not singing. But somehow I'm more close to singing, I think. I love dances as well, but singing is something really.
I think we want to hear you sing one day, please. Because I
Yes.
adore vocal. I cannot sing, but I adore. So I think we would like
Yes, let's
Please do.
combine our skills. I will sing and you will dance and we will make
All
something
right,
really
deal.
special.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yes, sure. And can you please tell me how fast did you understand that this is the right person for you, someone you would like to spend your life with, and which qualities of your husband impressed you really the most?
Uh, well, the most impressive one was that he didn't wear any mask. He was straight up direct. Anything. So honest, so straightforward that sometimes it made me, I didn't know what to say because unfortunately in our world it is rare when a person is that open. He
Yes.
doesn't have anything to hide. So that was really impressive. Second one was kindness. He was very kind to people, to animals, mostly to the cats. Why?
Wow.
I adore cats. But the way they treat cats in India, my heart
Yes,
breaks. Okay?
that's true. That's
But
why I
not
was surprised when you told cats, yeah, because in India they don't like cats,
so
unfortunately.
the way he approached them was also certain thing to notice because that's also rare. And we had certain difficult situations where he had helped me a lot. I had personal difficult situations while staying in India. So he was brave in all these situations and he took the responsibility for me and for himself in his hands. So that was impressive. I'm no one to him. Basically, I'm the girl he loves, but he was ready to take this much responsibility for me. That was impressive. That what impressed me a lot. So, there is a saying in India, if I'm not mistaken, a person is like a cup, full cup. And if you want to know what is inside, you gotta, little touch it. So put him in a difficult situation or see him in a argument or see how he reacts in a dangerous situations, let's say it like that. So yeah.
Yeah. So he passed all the exams, I think.
Yeah.
Because we girls will like to test the person how he behave in different situations. Yeah. So
Exactly. So it's not always, happy and lovey-dovey, but in a real life situations, how the person behaves defines him a lot.
yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And after how long did you really decided that you want to be together, that you want to marry? Because you stayed in India for 4 years, and after how many years did you get married finally?
So the second year, the beginning of the second year, I met Omar, and we had good 1 year to know each other. Not 1 year, half a year to really know each other because we would see each other every day basically and talk and be in the same atmosphere and deal with the same situations. And when I introduced him to my family, they were a little shocked, of course.
Right.
they,
Yes.
they were a little shocked, but they didn't have the feeling of something being wrong. That's what they told me. And the only thing they asked me is to wait a little more, wait at least 1 more year, find out what kind of a person he is, and then if you are really sure, then go on. So that's what we did. We took the, kind of a blessing from my parents and their wish to wait a little more. So in total, 1.5 years.
Your parents are really open-minded, I would say. They
Yes,
never go
thank
India.
you, God. Yes, they have.
Yes, it's already a very big thing, and they probably could feel that maybe you will meet someone there. It's also possible.
Mm, can you repeat the question, please? I think I heard it wrong.
Yes, I said that probably they let you go to India, yes, and I think they could feel or maybe could like understand that you might meet someone there, and you really love Indian culture so much, so it was very obvious thing that it
Well,
is possible.
I think my dad knew, on the back of his mind, he knew somehow that it might happen. But the level of trust he had in me, that I'm not just gonna go and, you know, find someone and marry by my will and not ask and not even introduce. He trusted me this much to let me go, and if I bring someone, I will have respect for my parents, you know, to consider their opinion about my choice also.
Yes.
So yes.
Yes. So, but I want to ask you, what about your husband's family? Because you know how Indian parents react to the news that, okay, our son wants to marry a foreigner from a totally different culture. How is it possible? No way. That can be really big drama. Or he was also from a very open-minded family.
Well, my husband's family is, they are very educated people. They are both doctors. But yes, they are also open-minded. But at the very beginning, when we went to see, first we saw our father-in-law, Papa, and his reaction was normal, but very strict. He didn't like the fact that I was a dancer, though he didn't know I was an English teacher too. You know, so for him, I was just a dancer. So he was, he didn't like it much. But he liked me as a person, as a girl, my behavior, he liked it. And it was maybe 1 week of argument of how it should be, and that we should reconsider our decision and all. But my husband was very firm, and he stood the ground and he said, Dad, it is okay if you don't agree. I respect you and I will not marry her, but I will also not leave her. And wherever she goes, I will also go with her. So, I will not marry her, no problems, but I will stay with her. And Mom, she kind of helped us. She blessed us, and she helped to convince Papa also. And now, yes, so she kind of felt that maybe this is the right thing to do now. And she accepted me pretty fast.
Yes, mothers, they are more kind, more soft, yeah.
Yes, they are hard, you know, they know when is the time.
And of course, she could see her son happy. That's the most important thing for the all parents, I think.
Yes, that's what she said. Actually, you're right. That's what she said, that he is happy. And I can see that he is happy, so let that be. That's what she told to Papa.
Then Wo said, okay, I want to really create more trouble for them, yes. But I think when they show you, they probably thought, oh my God, this is an Indian girl, she's cheating us.
Hey.
Hello.
Okay, he's here.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you see us?
How are you?
Just
here,
no,
come closer.
I can't. Only half of the face. Yes, now I can see both of you. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, I think because I'm not sure about your name, I asked Emma the name of your husband.
Omar.
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 Oh, Omar, like my husband. Wow.
Really?
Oh. No, it's actually his short name. His full name is Amarjit, but his short name is Omar, so everyone calls him Omar.
Right.
Okay, nice.
What a coincidence, yeah.
Right?
The same name, it's also almost. So nice meeting you. So we will continue like with both of you.
Absolutely. Please continue.
What a surprise, yeah, for our listeners, yeah. So we were talking about, we were talking actually about your family, how they accepted your choice. So maybe you can tell us more, what was the reaction when you told them for the first time that you are in love with a foreign? Did you ever think that your wife would be someone from a totally different culture?
Yes, actually, I did.
Yes?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I have always been very interested in just like, going out of India. And yeah, so my parents were kind of ready for it, I guess. They were like, yeah, this guy is going to do something like this. So it's better not to, put any hopes in him finding an Indian girl or something. So
Okay.
yeah, they were pretty okay. Yes, it was unexpected for sure. I mean, they didn't expect me to actually say that I want to marry her. They thought it was going to be just like a dating thing, a relationship, couple of years, and then it's okay. So yeah, they were sure, for sure surprised, very surprised. Yeah.
So I think you were studied in America, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I studied in America, and I was working there at a bank, Deutsche. So when I came back to India, I was on a project, and then I met her.
Oh,
Yes.
I think it was a really big surprise for your parents because you studied abroad. I think for the parents to send their kids abroad, it's not a very big shock. But okay,
Right.
I'm not with a foreigner.
Yeah, it was expected, but they never expected me to say that, yeah, I want to marry that girl. Yes. Yeah, that was a surprise for them. Okay.
Yes, yes. But in the end, there is a happy ending. That's the most
Yes,
important.
in the end, it was a happy ending. Thank you. Thanks to my mom, because my dad was very not he didn't accept first. He was like, no, you can't. No, it's like you only known each other for 1 year. It's a very short time. So no, probably not. But I introduced her to my mom, and that is something I have never done before. Like I have never introduced any of my girlfriends to my mom before. So that was the first, and she kind of trusted me, and acted as my lawyer to my dad, and she made it all happen. Yes.
I noticed that normally Indian mothers can be more strict than Indian fathers. That's what I heard from other girls, that they got very good relation with fathers-in-law, but with mothers-in-law there is a big distance sometimes. Yeah, so in your case it was opposite.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I was also extremely surprised. I was not expecting that support, but it's like, thank you, mom.
I'm very happy because I see a lot of heartbroken girls who actually were in love with some Indian guys, but they couldn't go against their families. It's very
Mhm.
yes, it happened very often, unfortunately.
Absolutely. You can't do that in India, especially. I mean, it's not a thing people usually do. Yeah,
Yes.
and that's what my dad said, that you cannot do that, and I will not allow it. So I told my dad, okay, fine. If you are not going to say yes, I will also not marry. Like, I'm not going to go against your wishes, but like, I'm also not going to marry anyone else. I'll stay with her. We're not be married, but I'm going to stay with her.
No problem.
So again, he was me without any option.
Yes.
Yeah. Emma, I would like to ask you, because you already really loved Indian culture when you went to India, so you were really interested in this country. How did you feel in India? What was your first impression? Because I know there are many Russian girls who are going to India, they are really in love with India, but then they get really disappointed and actually start hating this country. So it happens many times. How did you feel? Because you saw India like through the Indian movies, and it's totally different. And you saw the real India. So was it really different for you, or the same? Or how did you feel?
See, before going to India, I actually learned a lot about it, not only through movies. And in my heart, I accepted India with all its... I didn't accept, but I knew that there are... You can see the most horrible things there, and you can see the most beautiful things there. So I went with the love towards the country. I was ready to see these things, whatever are there in India. We all know about them. But I didn't pay, that attention that, yes, this is there and I need to be worried, or I need to be terrified and I'll be, oh, wow, this is so terrible. No, it is there. There are terrible things in other countries too. So what? So what? I love this country. I want to be there. I want to absorb that, and I want to accept it in all its colors. That was what my mind set for, and I went with that.
But how did you actually feel when you stepped for the first time on Indian ground? You felt, oh yes, I'm at home, or something. Oh my God, what is it? It's so terrible there. I couldn't imagine that it would be like that.
Maybe I never imagined that I'm gonna eat street food just like that, sitting on the road.
Did you try that?
Enjoying parathas, yes, every morning, no problems. With all the people right there with them, enjoying the most amazing meal in the world. maybe these things. And that the one thing also that I would be so close with my little family in the college, that we would find such a connection that they would really feel like a family to me.
That's amazing. Yeah.
That's, yes.
But in this years, which you stayed in India, what did you like the most about this country? Let's start with positive points, because I always like to start with something good. Yeah, and then we will go to the negative part.
Food.
Food.
I adore food. It's just amazing. The cuisine is so diverse. You can find so many tastes there that I was just enjoying myself over there. That culture, the diversity. India is the place that, the India I know, is the place that accepts everything and everyone. So these are the two things: food, diversity, acceptance, that are there as a plus point, positive, the most positive points for me.
Yeah, and since you mentioned food, I want to ask you, what is your favorite cuisine? Because it's really different. If you compare South Indian food, like North Indian, East, West, it's so different.
South India, yes. Litti chokha from Bihar.
Really?
So, Bihari food?
Yes. I cannot. This is such a difficult. This is the most difficult
Or
question.
you like everything? It's possible. Like for me, I really like more North Indian food, to be honest. I like some South Indian dishes, but not everything. But Punjabi food, yes. Let's say Punjabi food.
Punjabi food is amazing.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
Nothing better than a butter chicken. On any day, you can just destroy some butter chicken. Yes.
It's just beautiful. This is such a difficult question. I can enjoy dal, rice, and potatoes. I'll do with it, no problems. I can enjoy it so much, and I can enjoy some dosas filled with paneer and all. I can enjoy that, or sambar.
I'm feeling hungry already.
Yeah. So I cannot choose the particular favorite dish. Gulab jamun.
I can. Shashlik.
Really? coming to Russia.
I noticed that Indians there, because I want to talk about it a little bit later, but I want to say that Indians, they're really patriotic about their food. They don't want to try anything else. Most of them, I would say, not everyone, of course. I don't know, maybe you are different. We will talk about it. Because it's really interesting how did you adjust to Russian food, Russian cuisine. Like for my husband, to be honest, there is nothing to eat. He is vegetarian, so it's very difficult. Yes, I think if you eat non-veg, yeah, of course it's a little bit easier.
I definitely think that we do miss our food, yes. I definitely think that. When I came here to Russia, and every day we were just eating some normal Russian food. We were eating borscht or lavash and other things, and I was like, man, I just really miss. Is there not any Indian place? So I didn't find any good Indian place. I couldn't find here, so I just had to. Next time I went home. I brought all the spices from home.
Yes, you did.
But where do you stay? Where do you stay in Russia?
Yekaterinburg.
Ah, okay. No, that I don't know. I could recommend you some good Indian restaurants in Moscow, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, tons.
Moscow has a lot of them, yes, but
Yes.
this city, no places.
No. Yeah.
You should come to the Netherlands. I think this country has so many good Indian, I would say not only Indian restaurants, but Pakistani one. And they're so tasty. I think you would love it.
Really good, really similar food also, and really good food. I think they have
Really
incredible
tasty. I think they mainly cook more like Punjabi style, and it's amazing. Yes.
Exactly.
So you're very welcome to taste
I'm
it.
so hungry now.
Yes. You probably did it before we talk. So another question I would like to ask you: do you understand any Indian language? Like, do you understand Hindi, or maybe I think in Bihar they speak Bhojpuri? Yes.
Bhojpuri, yeah, Bhojpuri, Maithili. You're right. Absolutely correct. Maithili Bhojpuri, yes, that's my state language. But
Yeah,
no,
because
I
we
don't
have
think she
a lot of
speaks.
people from Bihar. Actually, we have a lot of people from Suriname of Indian origin, and a lot of them are actually from Bihar. Their ancestors were from Bihar, and they all speak Bhojpuri. First time I
Yes.
heard this language, I was wondering, it's strange. I understand a lot of words, but not completely. Which language is it? So it's kind of similar to Hindi, I think. Little bit
Is it
similar.
similar to Hindi?
Yeah, it's similar to Hindi, but with a lot of variations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do you
So,
understand Hindi?
do I understand Hindi? Yes, I do. I do. Well, talking is a little difficult because I don't know grammatical structures that well, but I can understand what's going on.
So you
That
can talk
happened
now?
because I used to spend a lot of time with my husband and his friends. And his friends, they are amazing people. I adore them. They just trained my Hindi so much. There was no English mostly.
Slang. That's what they trained her in, slang.
Everything. I could jokes. I even had to, sit and understand, make my brain work so I could understand what's going on and enjoy the conversation. So yeah, they trained me.
So you can read, write, and Hindi. You can talk really, like if you have a long conversation.
If I can read a little bit. Writing, no.
Mm-hmm. What about speaking?
Speaking, a little bit. I
So
can
it's
form sentences. I can answer, but
She can hold a conversation. I know she underestimates herself, but she can hold a proper conversation in Hindi without any problems.
with mistakes.
Yes. What about you? Do you understand some Russian already?
I am working on it. Я понял чуть-чуть.
Чуть-чуть? But I have to say this word, yeah? Indian people.
It's a very useful word.
Yes, because we discussed that with Russian girls when they went to India for the first time, and their husband knew Russian, and they used this word in the conversation, and then parents heard it, they were shocked. What is it? Why did they use that word? So how is it easy for you to learn Russian? Because I think for a foreigner, it's not so easy to learn this language, especially from the grammar point of view.
It was not easy, I'll be honest. I had been hearing her speak Russian with her family, with her mom, with her students for a good 1 year before I even came here. And I was trying, but it was really difficult. So I would ask her, what are these words? What are these words? And I was trying to learn Russian so I can talk to her parents and, in general, because we were going to come to Russia. But I can get around, I can do things, I can hold basic conversations, but apart from that, I'm still working on it.
Yeah, because there is also one thing that in Russia, no one speaks English. I remember my husband, he was shocked when he went to Moscow for the first time to meet me. He was asking people something at the airport. No one spoke English. It's like, it was like, I didn't expect that at all. How is it possible? It's a huge city, young generation, they don't speak English. And in a small city, I think it's even worse.
Yeah, that was definitely a surprise for me, for sure. And I was like, no one speaks it? And she was like, nope. I'm like, wow. No. So it really is, it's in a way, I think it's also a good thing because it's like, there are no training wheels. I just have to go all in Russian, I have to apply, I have to understand. It's like you are forced to understand Russian if you want to live there. So that kind of acts as a stimulus, motivation,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. So you are probably very motivated to learn Russian, to be able to survive in this country.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
It's very sad that people, even young people, they don't really have this motivation to learn the language. Maybe now it's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's definitely better because I work with people and I work with a school here, and I actually have tons of people now who speak English. Yeah.
So yes.
That was my point. Yeah, but yeah, nowadays there are people who speak Russian because I work with a school here, and I work with students who want to take the IELTS and Cambridge exams. So that's what I work. Those are the people I work with here, and I guess I never thought about it. It's about finding the people who speak English, kind of. And once you find, you start meeting more people, and now I know tons of people who speak English. So it's kind of awesome.
No, that's important, I think. So could you find some friends in Russia?
Yes, yes, I did. I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, because it's important, I think. Yeah. And before I ask you, how do you feel yourself in Russia? I want to ask Emma, because we were talking about good points of life in India. What did you like the most about this country? But let's talk also about the negative part of this country. Is there something what you couldn't maybe accept or understand, or maybe something was shocking you?
I will never accept the way women are treated there. And some men too, because, you know, the violence happens from both sides, male and female. So obviously girls get a lot of heartbreaking stories I saw, I heard, and I'll never accept that. That is something that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to go deep in that topic because it's not a very pleasant thing to talk about. So, yeah, these things. And the fact that a girl has to stand her ground to protect herself, that could be different if we chose to. But unfortunately, it's not.
Yes, there are actually a lot of shocking things about Indian society, I would say, which I think as a foreigner it's very difficult to accept or understand. I think many Indians are shocked about it. They really try
Yes,
to change
yes.
it.
I know a lot of people who are, you know, working to make it better. And I'm really glad there are so many communities that help and, you know, try to change the situation. And hopefully it will be different. Hopefully.
Yes, and I just see a comment from one Indian guy. Yes, I think he wrote that you people speak about international love and marriage, but here in India, our parents treat us as criminals if we fall in love with a person from other caste.
Yeah, man. I've been there, man. I've been there.
That's, yes. That, unfortunately, that, yeah, also.
Yeah.
The caste, that also, how person can be treated in the most horrible way, being from another caste or religion particularly as well. I will also not accept that. This is the worst thing.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. Yeah, and okay, not only caste, I think at least people can still marry if parents are open enough, but if it's two people from different religion, I think this is almost impossible, because once I met one Indian guy, he wrote me on Instagram that he's in love with Pakistani girl. And he said that it's almost impossible for us to be together. He was actually asking me if I know couples like that. I said, yes, I know one. I can try to get their contact so that you can talk. But they don't live in India. They don't live in Pakistan, because it's not possible. It's not safe, first of all. It's really, really sad.
it's heartbreaking, actually.
Yes, it's like because of religion, people can't be together now in our times. It's really, really sad.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah, so is there something else you couldn't accept about India in these years, during these years when you stayed there?
I need to think about it. Can you help me?
What? Could you repeat the question?
If I couldn't accept something, some negative points.
For you,
I'm missing something.
Think about it.
I will think about it. Okay.
I think it's unsafe sometimes.
Sometimes it is really unsafe.
That's why I think sometimes it's really unsafe, especially for women.
For that, I had to learn a lot of bad words.
A lot of places are safe, like Mumbai and stuff. South India is pretty safe.
Yes.
But North India is not as safe for women. I'll be very honest with this. Yes, it's absolutely not safe. Especially Delhi, where we lived. No doubt.
One time I told one guy from Delhi that Delhi is not a safe city. He really got offended. He told me, "What are you saying? It's not safe because there are so many people from other states. They made our city non-safe." I say, "Come on, it's a well-known fact that Delhi is not a safe city. There are so many crimes. You know what happened in
Very
2012. I
much.
still
Wow.
can't forget that horrified story. Yeah, it was really."
Yeah, of
And
course, there have been cases that have had national attention on these times, and the world has known. So
yes, I think they were showing it in the news all the time. So I was shocked really. So it's not a safe city for women.
No,
Yeah, you can't go out in the evening, right?
no, no, no.
you
Better
can.
not.
I think you have to be really careful. You have to be really careful.
Yes, okay. If you go with your husband, maybe yes. But
Yeah,
if
you
you
have
go
to.
alone, for example, when it's dark and it's not even an Indian tradition for women to go somewhere in the evening.
Right, right.
You're right. That's absolutely true. I try to be home by 7 p.m. and not go out alone at all.
And
Because
what about actually you are from Bihar? Are you from Patna or any other city?
I'm from like way deep in. I'm from Purnia in Bihar. It's right by Bengal.
Yes, I know.
Oh,
Yes,
you
I
know?
heard.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's
okay, interesting.
Yeah, no, I really love geography when I was little, so I was
Oh,
learning about different countries, about different cities, and especially about India. Yeah, it was my love for so many years.
that is so amazing! Wow, wow.
wow.
How is
Okay.
Bihar actually for women? How did you feel in Bihar? Because you, being Bihari, you probably know how other Indians think about this state. Okay, I knew some Biharis in Moscow. They told me that they prefer not to tell that they're from Bihar because people think bad about this state. But I think you will find good and bad people everywhere. It's kind of
Of
strange
course.
to talk like that. So how is it actually for women there? How did you feel? You went to Bihar. Was it more comfortable for you there in Delhi?
Yeah. It's a difficult question. Because well, in Delhi, okay. First of all, let me just start with this. That in Bihar, there's like my family and stuff. So we do not live there as we live in Delhi.
Yes.
We live a very, decent. We do what the parents want. We live in a
Yes.
very
Respectful way
yes.
towards whatever is the
Yes. So, okay. First of all, I would say that Bihar is Purnia is absolutely. It's relatively. It has become safer, but it's still kind of not a pretty dangerous place. Like if she goes out, I'm sure that
I'm not gonna.
every person will just literally look at her. Even if everybody just looks at her.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. But in Bihar, it's very. Whenever she goes, goes with people, goes with me or someone. Yeah, so it is definitely more dangerous. It's not so much nowadays. It has become much, much better. It has become much safer. So yeah, I think it's better. If I'm being quite honest, if I had to pick Delhi or Bihar in terms of safety, I would say that my state is more safer.
Yes.
Yes.
I would say.
Yes.
That's what I believe because I don't believe in all these talks what people say that when you hear
It's not like that. No, it's not like that. Maybe in like the
used
areas
to
that
be
are very
like that.
foresty.
Yes, I think it used to be like that in past because my husband also told me that his relative went with his wife to Bihar and she was wearing golden earrings and someone simply just
Oh,
out. Yeah, so it
Yeah,
happened. In fact,
that happens. Yes, they take chains from the neck.
in the trains,
Yes,
especially. Yes.
especially.
Love that.
yeah, but I think now you have a pretty good chief minister. That's what I heard, that he changed the vote. Yeah, am I right? Maybe I'm not right. That's my impression that Bihar really changed for better.
Yes, it has definitely changed for the better, 100%. I was surprised. I was just like really surprised when I went because I didn't visit home in good 5 years. So when I went, I was so surprised. I was like, "What is this place? This looks like a modern town. It doesn't look like that place I grew up in."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. And especially for women, I heard he really takes care of women's education. He provides all girls in the villages buy it or something like that, so that they can reach schools or university safely.
Yeah, of course, that, yes, definitely those things has been done. A lot of steps have been taken towards women's safety. The cops are much more active in this. Yes, definitely a lot less crime. See, one of the things I would say it has done is that a couple of years ago, Bihar had an alcohol ban. So one of the most problematic things were drinking. Men would get super drunk, beat their wives, and then take the money that their wives earned and then buy more alcohol and then get super drunk again. So that is something that happened. There was an alcohol ban, and I really think that this has, and this something amazing about this is that it was advocated by women. Women just kind of went hard and they marched, and sometimes they would just break all the bars. Yes, they advocated this alcohol ban, and this really has, I think, done something good. I mean, obviously there is now a black market and illegal sales, so that's there. But apart from that, I think it really has changed for the better.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the same recently happened in Punjab, that women went to some bar and started smashing everything.
Yes.
They were not happy. Yes, yes. I think it's a good thing. Yeah, and it's not the same like in the neighboring state, UP. There, I think the situation with women is getting worse and worse and worse. That's what I heard. But their chief minister is, I think, concentrated on something else, for sure. Yeah, but it's a sad topic indeed. So let's not talk about sad things anymore. Hopefully, India will really improve, because this is very important, and women should.
Hopefully.
It's getting there. It's getting
It's
there.
getting there.
It's getting there.
A lot of young, girls and boys are trying to contribute in that.
It definitely has become much more free.
And
like
amazing.
Yes, I have a cousin who is right now in college, and if I compare it to the time I was back like 10 years ago, it really has made a difference.
Yeah, I'm really glad to hear it. I hope, because it's important. And the population is so huge, it's difficult to control.
Yes, it's difficult.
Yes, of
it's
course.
difficult, but possible.
Yeah, at least in the south, I heard. I haven't been to the south. People say that it's much, much better. It's much safer.
South is much safer. Yes, 100%. South is much safer. Yes.
Yes, and if I ask you about Russia, how do you feel in Russia? Because I would say that Russia is a famous place for racism, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not a safe place for a foreigner. If I would, let's talk about me. I would never take my husband, my family to live in Russia, because I would be worried if they arrive home safe, if someone will not attack them or something like that. I know it's better now, but still.
It's much better now, but still, as you said.
I'll be honest. I think this is way more safe than Delhi. To be honest, there's
not really. I talked to some girls who are married to Africans, and they told me that it's not safe at all. Their husband got attacked or beaten or even I heard they still, there was some cases where they were killed. And it's really...
Yes, there have been terrible cases, absolutely. There are extremists also in this country who are absolutely...
Yeah, there is an organization where the young guys, they're writing to the girls who are married to foreigners, they call them terrible names.
Yes, there are. There is that organization, and this is a shame of the country, I would say.
It is, indeed.
Big shame. It should not be there.
Of course not. That's why I don't feel comfortable myself. I'm very sensitive to this topic, so for me,
I understand.
Did you ever feel any type of racism? I'm not necessarily that someone...
So far, not. Only just there was only just one old guy who was just walking, who casually goes like churka, and I was like,
Churka means like black.
And that's it. That's I mean, also I think that Yekaterinburg is not like Moscow. It's not as big, and so that's why I think it's my personal experience has been that it has been a bit safer. But I will say that she also always gets very concerned if I go out at night, even to the store.
Because some crazy drunk ladies, especially, they act, I don't know. they can start beating a person. It has happened a couple of times. But you know one thing, Africans face it more than Indians here for some reason. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, I think I know why.
I mean, I don't know why, but
they do, and that just boils my blood as well. It's just
Exactly. But I heard even in India, Africans get attacked. I heard from I talked to one Russian lady. She was living in India in Bangalore, and she got married to an African guy. So she was telling that her husband really faced racism there. The police was stopping him all the time, checking his papers, and sometimes I heard they even got attacked or by some people. It's like, okay, in India, they don't like people with darker skin or something like that. I don't know what is the problem.
No, it's not that, but there is a common thing. Not a common, I would not say it's a misconception,
yes,
I would say.
Misconception.
That a lot of Africans that come here to India are usually drug dealers and shit like that.
Yes, I heard
So
about that.
that's a common misconception there. I mean, so I think that's one of the reasons also they get attacked.
Yeah, but you can't generalize everyone. Right?
No, you cannot generalize.
This guy,
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
he was a musician or something else. So,
There we go. See?
yeah. And there are a lot of students, African students who come to study.
A lot,
yes. A lot of them.
Yes.
Very good, very talented people they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. They are very good in music and dancing. I love how they dance.
Yes.
She's really into Afro.
I love their culture too. Yes, beautiful. Rich culture.
That's true. And they're really nice people because I met so many Africans in Europe. They're so simple. They're so positive. They have very difficult life here. It's not easy at all, but they still keep smiling. That's what I like.
Exactly.
I think Russians should learn that because we are always like if you look, I don't know how do you feel about that? Because all the foreigners, they notice that Russian people, they don't smile and they don't feel comfortable about it because you go outside and you see everyone okay, I'm ready to kill you. So it's I don't feel comfortable really. When I went to Russia, like I went in August, yes. And I'm very used to smile because here, when you go out, people just smile to you and they say, hello, how are you doing? Have a nice day. So when I went to Russia, I try to behave the same, but they just look at me, what's going on? Is she crazy? Or...
Yeah, that's
I'll be honest about this. So I used to live in my American experience has also been like yours. You go somewhere, you're like, hey, how are you? I'm okay. How are you?
I was a little bit also artificial sometimes. Like, hey, everybody's like, oh, hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone is just smiling, nice. And I also became that. I will be honest. I also became that. I'm also like, hey, how are you? You open doors, help people out. Okay, it's pretty chill. So when I came back to India, this is the thing. I saw some lady, okay, really struggling with her bags. She was trying to carry 4 bags. Okay, so I asked her, do you need some help? And she literally looked at me like I was trying to steal her shit. I was like, okay, I need to chill. I need to tone it down here. It's not like that. And then I came to Russia, and apparently, so if someone asks you, how are you? And then you don't say хорошо, because then they're like, you're living very good. So you just say normal. It's okay.
That's true.
Yes, that's
no one will ask that. It's like no one cares how you are doing. And actually, in Moscow, especially, if you ask someone a question, okay, you're in trouble, or how can I find this place, or they will simply ignore you, they will just run away. Okay, they don't care, and that's why I never felt comfortable. I was born and grew up in Moscow, but I never loved the city. To be honest. Because a few times I was stopped by police and they asked me for my passport. I was kind of, come on, I'm living here. Why should I carry my passport?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
You don't look like that. Sorry, let's go to the police station. I said, okay, let's go. I don't mind. It happened a few times. So I was like, I'm the type of person who will stand my ground and okay, their place. Yeah, I say, okay, let's go. I'm not afraid. I'm a honest person. I was born there. I can tell you my address, everything. So these things I never liked, and all this, rudeness. The people are so
Yes.
They ignore you. They don't care about you. That's why I like St. Petersburg. Have you ever been there?
St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg?
Yes.
No,
We're
we
planning
haven't.
to.
We are planning to, but we haven't. Apparently, it's a beautiful
It,
city.
it was a huge difference because this time I told my mother I don't want to stay in Moscow. Let's go to St. Petersburg. So I spent
Wow.
most of my holidays in St. Petersburg, and people are totally different there. You ask
How so?
something, and they will just explain you in all the details how to go there. They will just literally they will take you there, like almost
That's
bring you there.
amazing.
I was like, wow, it's such a
Wow.
difference. Yeah, really, it's a big difference. Right? I really love the city. Only one thing, one point I can't adjust was the weather. It's like too gray, too rainy, too cold.
To great, to Seattle, to Dostoevsky.
Yes, and how did you adjust actually to Russian weather? I think being from India and in Yekaterinburg, I would imagine that it's very cold there, much colder than in Moscow. Or do you like cold weather? I know that
He
many
used to
Indians
tell me.
love.
He used to tell me, I love cold weather.
Oh,
I
really?
adore cold weather. I'm like, really? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me see how you will talk when we go.
I didn't know what cold weather actually was.
So, so it's
Yes.
really cold for you there.
Yes, I never thought in my life that I would miss the Indian heat.
Yes.
It's so hot there in the summer, and I was like, man, I can't wait to go there. It's gonna be nice and cold. And she was like, wait till you act in the winter, and then you will hate it. And then the winter came, and I was like, first winter though, amazing. Oh, so much snow! Wow, incredible! Yay!
But then when winter goes till April or May,
And then you get hit with 6 months of snow, and I'm like, ugh.
something is wrong.
When will summer come?
I
It's
can
already
feel you.
May,
Yeah,
April. Why is the sun not here?
I hate cold. I hate winter. I can't stand it at all. From the beginning, it was my dream to live in a warm place, but I ended up in a very gray, rainy country. It's almost the same as St. Petersburg, but much,
Everything
much
the same,
warmer.
yes.
Yes, but when you lived in America, I think it can be very cold as well. Or did you live somewhere in the
No,
south?
I used to live in North Carolina, so it was absolutely gorgeous. 15 degrees
Oh,
weather, yes.
Ooh.
you should go back there.
Yeah, we will, hopefully. That's the plan.
But do you really, how did you feel actually in America? Because I know it's a dream of many Indians. A lot of my friends actually, they moved to America. Or now actually to Canada. It's more popular this time.
That's what our plan is also now, because yes, when I was living in, I went there in 2014, so it was incredible. It was very nice. Not racism, I didn't expect much racism. I mean, a little bit here and there. People call you a sand nigger.
Ugh.
But
I never wanted to go to America, to be honest.
it is what it is. Cops are
We
dicks,
have a lot of,
obviously.
yeah, we have a lot of relatives there, but I never wanted to go there. And okay, to see, yes, I know. I'm ready to discover the whole world, but
Visiting,
to
yeah, exactly.
Yes,
but
but
when we went to Canada, I was really in
Canada
love
is
with this country.
significant.
I can't forget this country, really. I really want to go back. My kids are asking me again and again, Mama, can we move to Canada? We want to live there. I say, I felt like I was, to be honest, I felt like I was in mini Punjab. Really.
it is like that. It is
Everywhere
like
I
that.
see sick people. It's like wow, I didn't expect it. My husband didn't expect that. He was like, wow. It's like in my own place.
Amazing.
Yes.
It was like that, yes. No, my experience in America, I used to live in the South, so a little bit of racism, but overall it was pretty good, I think, yes. When in 2016 Trump came, then I think the racism kind of started more.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Then,
People who were kind of in the closets, they were not as openly racist, became very openly racist. But all in all, I think I think my experience was pretty good. I will say there's one thing in America. Yes, there's racism, there's crime. Yes, all that is true. But it's also a very rewarding country, in my opinion. You know, you work and then you get paid. So the level of comfort that is there. I mean, obviously, it's in Canada too.
yes, true.
Yes. So I don't think there is that level of comfort anywhere else in the world. But it was pretty, on the same time, it was dangerous. On the final day of my graduation, like the final day of my semester from my college, there was a shooting in my college, like right next to me. A couple of people died. So yeah, it's kind of,
What I can't understand why they don't ban selling guns. It's like every year there are so many kids are dying because of that reason, but they talk a lot about that, but nothing happened, nothing changed. That I
yep,
can't understand really.
it will not change. Yes.
And now I think now it's not really, it's not a good situation there.
No, I
So
don't think. Now I think it really has deteriorated. It really has went down,
A lot.
especially in the past years. Yes.
yes,
Now I think Canada is a better place to go, definitely. Tons of my students go to Canada. They are all Punjabis. Yes.
yes,
I'm so
exactly.
happy there.
I think
Yes.
half of Punjab already in Canada. That's what I feel, really. Because all the relatives, okay, my husband, he has relatives there, and I think more and more. I heard from Sikh people who live in India, they say that India is not safe for us anymore. It's like for Muslims, for minorities, it's not a safe place. That's really sad, actually. That's why they are leaving.
Yep.
But the
Yeah.
farmers we heard, they are in India, like
That,
last year it was, like, it
that's why
was a
we're
lot
here.
of trouble.
Exactly. That's why we are here too. Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately, yeah. And okay, one question I would like to ask both of you, because you are from totally different cultures, background, religion. What was the difficult maybe to accept, to adjust to, or everything just went smoothly, maybe because you already knew a lot about India, so it was easy to accept, like maybe small things which would be shocking for someone else who doesn't know anything about Indian culture.
Mm.
Well, it was not difficult to adjust. It was not, because I am a very open person. I'm ready to accept. I'm ready to learn something new. Some things were difficult to start, but then once I started just to understand how it works, it was no problems for me. Zero. The clashes happened due to miscommunication, mostly because I couldn't express my thoughts while being emotional. I couldn't express it correctly, so he would understand it the other way, and then we would clash, and then we would fight, and at the end we would come to the beginning where my thought was completely different.
Yes, and then she goes like, but I wanted to, I'm like, well, why didn't you say so at the start?
Because I was
Right.
emotional. How would
I will be honest,
You're emotional jokes, yeah.
yes.
Yes.
There were definitely clashes. There are some things that okay, first of all, I would say that I got very lucky that she's such an open person, and it was like meeting a mirror. Okay, a very beautiful mirror.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
Yes, so that's something we got lucky at, that we are both like open-minded people. We are ready to accept each other's things, each other's religions. Like, we don't really care that it's different religion. I don't really mind. I mean, why not? If her religion is a part of who it's part of her. She has grown up in that religion, and
Yeah.
it's a factor in what making her what she is today. And I fell in love with this person, so I don't want to change it. Like, that's something good in her. Why would I want to take it out?
Yeah.
We would rather, put both of the good things together and, be more like a multi-religious household, to be honest, than one.
I want to add one thing, that in my family, religion was not primary thing. I chose to get baptized by myself when I was 18. So no one imposed anything. No one asked me to be that. And religion is equal to love and acceptance for me. And why not accept all?
Why not
Yeah.
take the good things
from all? Why do you need to cut the cake in the smallest pieces where you can have the full cake and just enjoy it, So I was ready to accept everything and whatever he had with him, how the way he was, without changing.
Traditions were a different thing. As an Indian family, we are always used to, you do what dad tells us. We all do what our father told us to do, and his word is the last. It's the iron word. He says, "Come on, we are all gonna eat. We all eat, even if we are not hungry. Whatever is put on the plate, we finish it, even if we are not hungry. It's there. We do things in a certain way, and it has always been this like this for 100 years, and we do not change." That was something that was different with her.
When I came.
Yes, and she's like,
no.
We went to my house to visit my parents, and she goes like, "I want to go on a cleanse.
I don't want to eat food
And
for some
I'm
time."
sorry, but if you tell any Indian parents, you want to go on a cleanse, and they'll be like, "Oh, what?
You don't want to eat food?
You don't want to eat?
How?
You will die."
Yes.
Yes.
So we had clashes with
Yes.
the papa.
So it was like that. And I was also in that mentality. I was also like, no, why it should be, all the family should eat together, the same thing, the same,
Same amount.
Yes. So I really think that she helped me with that factor. Independence. Now it's not like that between us. Now she's like, "I want to eat this." I'm like, "Okay." So she's like, "I don't want to eat." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, I will eat. If you wish,
yeah, you just serve
please,
food.
yes, let's just sit together and do our thing together. It doesn't matter what
Whatever
you eat.
you do.
Yes.
Yes.
You are free to choose do you, and I'm free to do me. And I really think that it has made our life easy.
But
stressful. I am not stressing what she does. Why should I stress? It's her life.
Yeah,
We're doing it together. But yes, as long as it's not something dangerous and dumb.
That's it.
I
yeah.
don't think like these small things like food or lifestyle or these things matter, to be honest.
yes, and especially religion, because I think at the end we are all equal. The God is one, so we should accept each other and don't.
Exactly. And
Yes.
she's more free and not stressed. Like she's not like, "Oh, I have to do this. No, you do what you want, man." No, when we go to my parents' house, it's a different story.
It's a different story. I respect whatever is in the house, and I want these people to be happy and proud. And
Yes.
I'm okay with adjusting. There are no problems for me. I'm okay to adjust and live the way they want me to be. No problems. It's just about being open to different things. That's it.
I think it's actually very important to respect each other's culture, each other's traditions. I heard from many Russian girls that, "Oh, I went to visit his family and I have to touch his parents' feet. Oh no, I don't want to do that." Or something like I said that. What will happen to you? Okay, it's a tradition.
Nothing will happen. But what will happen to the person? Yeah,
yes,
to make him happy.
They will like you more.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. That's your husband. It's his parents.
Exactly.
Actually, it's like you should show them more respect. And why not? This is so difficult. I can't understand that. I think it's like maybe for them it's something shocking, but
sometimes.
I think it becomes a point that my identity is being suppressed in that moment, and I don't want to. I'm a free person, but I really think that it doesn't matter. Like it's 5 seconds. You don't have to spend your entire life there, It's a little bit, just get it done and get it over with, and then live your life freely. Why invite unnecessary drama?
Exactly. Why? If you just can share love in the way they want it to be for a little bit and just be happy.
Yeah, like if our dad goes tomorrow that I want to baptize you and you have to be married in a church and all the Christian really, I'd be like, "Okay, let's do it."
Yeah, my dad wanted to.
Let's do it.
So yeah.
Yes, I think yes. That's the most important thing to respect each other, I think, because we are all different, and if you can respect each other, it's already a big thing. And we are all not perfect. Anyway,
no one is perfect.
Exactly.
Yes.
Person should remember that he is not special. No one is special, but we all can share something good between each other. So why not do that?
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. Yes, it's like I think we have a lot of things in common with you. I don't know somehow.
Yes, I feel so.
Yes.
I feel so.
Yeah.
Because I am also very open person. I always call myself, I'm a global citizen. I respect everyone. The only people I don't respect are racists. Yeah, that I can't show them any
Yes,
respect.
I am that.
That is.
I said this exact line last night. I am a global citizen to her. Exact line.
You said the same thing. Yes.
That's how I call myself. That I'm not. I
Yes.
can't say that I'm very religious. No, I respect all religions. Okay, because
Yes.
I'm also from a, let's say, Eastern community like you, and we had a lot of troubles in Russia. You know how it was probably in past. So my mother didn't
Jai Hind,
even.
bro.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Comments.
A person wrote Jai Hind, so that's why I was
Jai
just
Hind.
responding to Jai Hind, bro.
Yes, yes. So I think it's very important to show love to other people because we live in a very cruel world. People became so selfish, they don't care about each other. So it makes me sad.
Exactly.
Sometimes I really want to go to some inhabitable island to just live there with my family and
Can
with
we
some
go
good
together?
people around.
Can we go together, please?
I hear this every.
Yeah,
I
let's
hear this
move
every
somewhere
week.
and
Please go
create
to
a
Bali.
happy and loving community.
Small community where there are people open and happy together. Oh,
Yes.
let's go together. I'm there. If you're going, just let me know. I'm coming. We are coming.
Yes, sure, sure. Maybe we'll move together to some place. If you know some place like this, yeah, let me know.
Okay.
Yes, that's what happened. That's what attracted me to her in the first place. Okay, I just thought that I didn't have any particular image of a person in the mind. I just had one thing, that my person should be kind. That's all.
Yes,
That's all. And she was a very kind person.
yes, I can see that. Yes, yes, and I'm really happy that I came to know you just by coincidence.
We are so happy. When
Yes.
you first wrote me, I was like, who is this? This is so interesting.
Yes.
Wow. The person is showing to the world that it is amazing to accept different cultures, different diversity of the world is amazing.
It opens your mind up so much.
And I was so happy that there is someone like that. It was just beautiful.
Yeah, she showed me and I was like, wow, look at us. We are a part of a community here.
Yes, it feels so good.
That's incredible that what you are doing.
For that.
Yes, and what you have done. It's just
a very big thing.
Yes.
Very big thing.
So much support people feel from that.
So much love. So much. It's
because I saw, a lot of communities similar. You probably saw some similar profiles, but mainly it was only like, let's say, only to the girls who are married to Indian husbands, or only to someone who is married to African guys, or to someone who are married to Chinese. But I thought, why not to make it global actually? Why not
exactly.
show everyone? It's like, it would be more interesting to see different couples, because sometimes I look at the couple and I think, oh my God, how did they meet? How did they make that?
Exactly.
Totally different parts of the world, and it's like really amazing.
Exactly, and they all have their amazing stories. So
beautiful, absolutely gorgeous stories. I read all your posts that you post about couples. It's if there are some, detailed stories there. It's just you read it without stopping. It's amazing.
What I think is really awesome is that people can relate. Someone who is in the same situation can go relate to someone, even if their own friends and family are not accepting it. There are people who have been in the same situation and they can relate to them and, kind of, even not get advice, but it gives them hope.
Hope.
That's what your page does. It gives them hope, and that's very important.
Yeah, that's my aim. Although, I started getting a lot of haters, like they're writing me really bad messages. Today I got a message from some person who told me, stop posting any couple, just post people who are married to Indians. And I was like, oh, why? Why should I do that? No, I didn't reply anything, but I'm getting messages like this all the time. Also, I get a lot of messages from Hindu guys. Let me just tell you that if they listen to me, I want them to listen to me. And they ask me, don't post any couples who are married to Muslims because they're all terrorists. I say, oh, really? So they really do that, yes. And it makes me feel really, I think they should be ashamed to talk like that, yes.
Please don't pay attention to these people. Please, people who are writing these messages, stop writing these messages.
Yeah, I think block them both. This is the only way. Ignore them both. Yes. I feel sorry for them in the end.
Yes, we feel sorry for you. But we hope.
Yeah, I mean, the majority is silent. the people who make noise are in the, I think the
They are,
minimum.
yeah.
Yes, they are the minority.
Because you see, you bring people together who are open, who are ready for this diversity, who are accepting. So those people who are not, they usually write in DMs, you know.
Yeah, and they never show their face. There is no avatar. There is close profile. Okay, come on, face me. Yeah, show
Open
me your
up,
face.
show yourself. Yeah,
I want to see for you because it's like it's very easy to insult behind the screen. Yeah, okay.
Absolutely, it's
Very
very
easy.
easy to sit behind the screen and be a keyboard warrior from the
Yes.
anonymity of the internet when no one knows who you are.
Mhm.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
the best point of the internet. Yeah, because there are so many aggressions and like aggressive people. They just like to spam and just insult others. Yeah. Okay, we have to ignore them.
Yes, yes, we have to.
Thank you for inviting us. This was a very different experience.
Yes,
It was pretty
a
cool.
very amazing experience, actually.
Yeah, I was asking Emma, should I prepare maybe a special question for your husband? Because it's nice. I really like to organize interviews with couples because I had only two until now. It was like also Indian husband and foreigner girls. And if I would know, maybe I would prepare better, but okay, I know what to ask normally. So it's really nice to see both of you today. So really great. And what
Likewise.
I
It was really great to meet you. Really, I've heard about you a lot from her, but I finally got to talk to you today, and thank you for being the person you are.
Thank you so much. It's just
Thanks a lot. And I told my husband about you. I actually showed him some of your videos, and he was really impressed by your artistic talent. He was saying that she's really amazing. Why she doesn't have a lot of followers? I say that I will make you very popular. Don't worry.
Oh my God.
He was really impressed. He was saying that you're really, really talented. Yeah, I was.
I'm getting. I see. I'm becoming red. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
No,
inviting
but that's
me.
true. Actually, you should be proud of her. Yeah, she's really, really amazing person. Yes.
I'm really proud of her.
So much.
She's incredible.
I'm getting red in my face.
Yes,
Please
I
stop.
know that he's very proud. Yes, I can see.
Yes.
Yes. And what I wanted to ask you. Sorry.
Our ex-landlord.
You come and tell. He just went to drink water.
Sorry.
So he should, sorry.
So first, I would like.
Sorry, it's a tangent. It's a segue from your point. Just because you said your husband's name is Amarjit. So my last landlord when we lived in India, his name was also Amarjit. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yes. Such a nice guy. Such a
Amazing
nice guy.
Amazing family.
Such a nice
Him and
family
his
they
wife.
had. Yes.
It's just.
We can surely meet each other. Yes, I'm sure we could become very good friends because
Friends, yeah,
what
definitely.
I'm missing here, there are not so many. Okay, there are some couples also. I know some girls who are married to Indian men, but they are all in different cities, and I don't feel interest from them because I will not push myself on someone. Okay, if you don't want to communicate,
Yeah,
Of course.
Yes.
Voluntary.
So it would be really great if you would live somewhere nearby, maybe in Canada.
Let's see how it happens, and hopefully we will. I think we would find.
That's the plan.
Because
That's the plan.
you never know what will happen in Europe. It's not very, it's not really safe now here. So maybe we will move somewhere. Who knows?
Yes,
So
that's what our plan was. You know, this is a step. This was when we came. I'm not gonna say it now, but when we came, this was a step above from where we were, and our goal is to take a step above from this next.
Yes, from Russia to somewhere else, and
Yes.
let's see.
Because I really want to explore and live in different cultures. I really want to.
Yes.
Yes.
The same. If I could, I would live in different parts of the world. Like, let's say,
For
Armenia.
sure. Yes. And I want to like live as a person there, not just as a tourist, but as a person who lives there and experiences the culture in its I don't know, honesty, I guess.
I see other intercultural couples are joining that. Yes, so that's nice. You are so beautiful. God bless, dear intercultural couples.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you
Thank
too,
you
man.
so much.
God
God
bless you
bless
too.
you all people
Yes,
who are kind and open.
I think intercultural couples, they're the best because they're so open. Like you can't face any racism from them. It's really amazing. Yes.
I think it's really
So
cool.
what I wanted to ask both of you, like, what can you say about Indian men? what make them different from other nationalities? If you compare on your like your experience, of course, all Indians are different, all Russians are different. You can't generalize, but there are some points which you can surely mention it based on your experience.
We are filming.
Well, yes, Indian men are very emotional. Very emotional. Filmy, yes, that's another thing.
Yes, exactly.
I love the way they pursue life also. Not all of them. Sometimes Indian boys can be overwhelming and not in a healthy way. And
That's true.
that is something that maybe comes from certain backgrounds. I don't want to justify this behavior, because in my culture as well, men can be overwhelming. And so I knew how it feels before, but yeah, he will come back. Okay. So I don't like this part much, because then I have to be, for example, I have to be rude to the person to, you know, push him when he doesn't understand simple no. And this is something I don't want to do. I'm not the person who wants to fight. But there were a couple of situations when boys were just, you know, saw me and then they would stalk me. Stalkers, you know, stalkers. How can you allow yourself to be that? So, of course, I knew that these things happen, so I took an action immediately, and I wrote to the police and to my embassy. Russian embassy is very supportive. By the way, Russian embassy is very supportive in India. People who work there in Delhi, in New Delhi's embassy, just one love for them and for their support and for their action. So, yeah. But this one thing I don't like is that sometimes they can be overwhelming. But those who I know, guys, you are amazing. Just stay who you are. Very kind, so much humor they have, so much. I love when in the simple talks they bring out some Bollywood movies, you know, lines, and they mix it in a situation, and it's just so filmy and amazing. I love this atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, that's what it is. That's the one negative point about being overwhelming in not in a healthy way. That's it. But
yeah, then they really push it, you know, even online on the internet. It's like if person writes you again and again, hello, 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 you don't reply. But if it would be me, I would understand. Okay, she doesn't want to talk. I have to stop. But no, they will start calling you. They will just they don't stop. It's like, and you sit and wonder what's going on. What should I do? There's only one way to block because you
one
can't
way
stop.
to block, yes. And you know, guys, please, like, if you can, if you see that a girl is refusing you and she doesn't want to talk to you, she honestly does not feel like, let it be, man. There are so many girls in the world. Come on, there will be a person who will fall in love with you the way you want to be. So why be pushy? Why be like that? I don't understand.
Yes, me neither, because it's really annoying. Sometimes I feel, come on.
It is.
It's like, I'm sure you get also a lot of attention. It's like they write, okay, with me they write just every day. Please find me a foreigner girl. I want to marry a foreigner.
Oh yeah, that happens also. Yes. How can I find someone like you? First of all, you cannot find someone like me. There's no one like me. First thing. Second, there are so many amazing, beautiful women. Just if you want to marry a foreigner girl, do some action. Go work abroad, study abroad, but don't just sit and message any foreign girl on the internet. Hey, can you be please? Or I love you. Please don't. It's just, it creates a certain image of Indian men, and it is not a pleasant image. And I personally want for the world to know how amazing a lot of them are. So please, yes, if someone of you who are very pushy listening to me now, please stop. I want the world to know the different side of Indian men and how amazing they are and how caring they are and the family values they have and the love they can give. There are a lot of amazing men there, so that's what I wanted to say.
And sometimes just a few examples who really, I don't know.
Ruin the image, yes.
Yes, that's true. I heard from many Indian guys, they said that we are very sorry that we know that our countrymates spoiled our image and it's a sad thing. I say, yes, of course, but I'm not that stupid just to generalize people and start thinking, okay, all Indians are like that, or they're all pushy, or they don't respect women at all, and this and that. I see bad examples, but you can meet them everywhere. It's not only in India.
Exactly.
Their population is huge. So of course.
So many, in my culture, in Armenian culture, so many rude men are there. But it doesn't mean all of them are.
Of course. So now it's perfectly fine. I don't know. Pity. We didn't.
Thank you, God.
Yes. So what I wanted to ask you, we were talking already about Indian food, but what I want to ask you, what are your favorite dishes? What do you mainly cook at home? How does your husband like Armenian food or maybe Russian food? I don't know. What do you prefer? Because Armenian food is amazing. I love it myself. I like all Eastern type of food, but we have Armenian friends. It's really, it's really tasty.
See, again, we had to figure out how the food situation will work in our house. Because, for example, I prefer to eat lighter food, where my husband sometimes prefers non-veg and, elaborate some paneer, butter masala and all. So, of course, I loving the culture and loving the food, I learned through YouTube. There are so many amazing channels in Hindi. Girls explain what to cook and how to cook. And we experiment. Sometimes we cook together. Sometimes I cook some Russian grechka, with some vegetables, and he enjoys it. Sometimes I make grechka little with soy sauce, some Asian, so he gets also the taste.
So does your husband eat grechka?
Sorry?
Does your husband eat grechka? Does he like it?
My husband?
Yes, because my husband, first of all, he didn't like it. He said that in India they give it to animals, so don't give it to me.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yes,
well, he didn't like it at the beginning when I just made grechka and nothing else, some onions you fry and some grechka, just water and salt. There was no taste. But then I figured out that you can put a little carrots, tomatoes, some Indian spices maybe, and some sauce or whatever, and make it different. And then he was ready to try it again. Yes.
So you mainly eat Indian food, or you eat, I don't know, mixed cuisine, like different types?
Mixed cuisine. This is the best word, because something there, something here. He adores my mom's cooking, whatever it is, Armenian, Russian. He adores the way she cooks, the spices she puts. I don't know what she puts, but her hands are magical. He can eat anything she cooks.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
So you don't have really, like many Russian girls were telling, okay, not only Russians, like who are married to Indian men, they were saying that their husbands prefer only Indian food. They don't want to try anything new. They're not ready to try. They're not ready to experiment. So it's like only Indian every day, only Indian.
A lot of men. I know a girl. She's married to a man who does not eat at any functions. He comes home and he eats roti, dal, and rice. There are different people, but yeah, he loves trying different dishes, and we both are fans for Asian, sushi, some Vietnamese, Korean food types.
Oh yes, I love it. I really love Vietnamese food. Chinese food. Yeah, it's really yummy. But favorite food, I think of, if we are talking about European food, I think it would be Italian for sure.
Oh. How could we forget about Italy? Yes, of course.
Yes, Italian food. I think my husband always joke if I would live in Italy, I would become so fat because it's so tasty and it's very calorie food. Like if you eat pizza or if you eat like pasta, it's like a
Yes,
little bit
it
too
is.
much, but it's
But
yummy.
it's so
Yes,
tasty. It's so tasty. So delicious.
yes, that's true. Yeah, that's nice that our husbands are really different, so they're ready to discover, to try different things.
It is. It is easier also to live, kind of.
Yes, exactly. And another question I would like to ask you, which I asked to other girls, you already
Of course.
asked Indian guys about, ask them not to behave like that. But I would like to ask you, what would you recommend to like to girls who are in a relation with Indian men or who are really want to marry an Indian man? How to understand that person is serious? How to prevent maybe misunderstanding or like mistakes in future? What would you recommend to them?
Very difficult question, yet I want to give some advices, yes, but let me just think how to put them correctly.
Yes, sure.
You will never know the person fully until you live with the person in a homely environment. You will never know the person fully, and even then, it will take time. So before marrying someone, ask yourself, are you ready to see all the broken parts that are right now hidden from you? And is your partner ready to see all your broken parts that you probably don't know about, and they will come out in some arguments and ending? So you need to be really sure in the person you are choosing that tomorrow you're gonna open up all yourself, and even parts you'd never seen, they will come out in the relationships like that. And you need to be ready to work on them and open your mind. So the person you choose, you should really love and be ready to do so. Some people wear a lot of masks in all the world, not only Indian men. I'm not talking particularly about Indian men, just men. A lot of them love wearing the mask of a intelligent, kind, supportive. A lot of them use psychology manipulations to make you fall for them, and so you need to be really observant. Maybe sometimes that's called manipulation, but maybe sometimes you need to cause a situation where you can see the other side, some argument, maybe drop something that you think that the person does not agree with, and see his reaction. Yes. Is he, cutting it off and saying you will never do this, and already pushing you, or he's like, maybe we can think about it. So you can see that he is a little open and he is ready to discover some things with you that he was not ready before. So be really observant and don't just fall for love, because love comes after all the sides of the man that love develops. First it's affection, then you have to know the person, and then the love comes. That's what I personally believe.
Yes, just brilliant words, really. I agree 300% with you. So you just said it so correctly. I see Susanna is with us.
Hello, my beautiful.
So many beautiful girls, from my favorite country, yes. But I want to ask you, do you visit Armenia often, or you grew up mainly in Russia? Yes, you were born in Russia.
Yes, I was born in Russia, but we visited Armenia when I was grown, like, I don't remember how old I was, maybe 18, 17. When your roots are with you and you accept your roots with all your love and heart, that country will always be there. It will be always yours. I want to share something. Mostly all my life I rejected Russia as a country. I was very, why we are living here, why we are not living in Armenia. But then going to Armenia, exploring it, There, of course, it's closer to me, to the atmosphere that was in the house, to the atmosphere that I was grown in. That country is closer to me, but because of my husband, I saw Russia differently too. And I started appreciating this country, and I started loving it as my own, because my roots are here too. I was born here for some reason. So that's my country too now. And we are going hopefully to visit Armenia, because he also wants to see that.
Yes, I also want to see it. It's so beautiful. When I saw pictures, different pictures from different parts of Armenia, it's really amazing country. It's my dream.
It is a very, with all its difficulties, there are a lot of difficulties there. Let's not forget about. There are a lot of negative points too, but it has the same thing. It has the acceptance. It accepts you. It's like, welcome. Please, we are kind to you. Be kind to us. That's about it. That's how it is.
Yes, I know that life is not easy at all. I know some girls who are living there. They told me that it's actually how they live. It's so difficult, and the salaries are so low. It's really sad. It's really amazing place, amazing people. I would say, all the Armenian people I ever met. Just let me tell you, I really love all of you. They're really amazing people. Really, that's why I really want to go. I will surely take my family, because I'm sure we would be welcome there. I'm sure about that. It's not the same feeling in Russia for me, unfortunately, sometimes. But okay, I have some good memories about Russia too. But still, I don't know, personally, I feel more comfortable among like Eastern cultures, among
Eastern
people.
culture, yes,
cultures.
I
Yes.
understand. Yes. Someone
Culture.
wrote about India helping Armenia. My personal thanks to this country. Actually, this is the only country that helps right now my country in this stupid conflict that they are having. Idiotic, absolutely. I will never understand that. But yes, thanks to India for being the only country that helps right now Armenia. Yeah. And there are a lot of students from India, by the way, studying there.
Yes, I didn't know that. I also saw like some Indian guy contacted me. He studied in America as well, but he's now living in Armenia. He's a volunteer there. He told me that it's an amazing place. People are really so nice, so sweet. Yes.
Yes,
So.
and of course Armenians love India. Come on, they just.
Yeah, I know that.
This is love, silent and yet very loud love. From Armenia to Indians, yes.
Yes, that's true, because all our Armenian friends, they really love Indian culture. It's like Indian movies, Indian
music, all of them.
Yes. I don't know.
My dad wrote me.
Yes,
my dad wrote me today, sending some clip from a Bollywood movie. He said, "Daughter, can you send me the full link so I want to watch?" I'm like, "Of course, Dad." So he still enjoys. Yes.
Yes. I think older generation, they used to love Indian movies so much. My mother took me to see Indian movie because she was really in love with Indian movies when she was a child, but she didn't expect that her daughter will stay to this country forever. She was hoping, okay, that in a few years she will forget it. Okay, India will not be in her heart anymore. But I told her, Mama, no.
This goes way deeper than movies. Yes.
Yes, she didn't expect that, but okay. She can't change me, and she accepted the way I am and my hobbies. She always supported me. She went with me to Indian concerts because I always like to take her everywhere. She is actually my best friend, I can say.
That is amazing. God bless these relationships. That's amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's why it's kind of difficult for me that we are so far and she can't even visit me here. It's like in this situation, it's like they stop giving visas and that's all. And I can't change it. Yeah, so just hope for better. Yes. And last thing I would like to ask you, when you used to live in India, I'm sure this country changed you somehow. What are the main changes did you feel like happened to you by living there?
I'll start with my university. Mm, when I came to study, I did not know anything about dance, and I went to the most government. It's prestigious. Kata Kendra is the top university for studying dance. So the way person's belief in other person can change him 360 degrees. And my Guruji told me, you have to work hard, but I believe in you. And that put the seed. I've never felt that. The seed of pursuing your goal, even if it's really hard, just because someone believes in me. And I really wish one day I can give that feeling to someone just by believing in them. That. Second, what India taught me is to be real quick. No one's gonna wait for you. If you're slow, no. You have to be really fast. You have to think, observe, digest, and take a decision. Yet, you can be relaxed. So these two opposite things somehow work in a person if he only allows it and he tries it, both of them. So because I'm a very slow person, my tempo is is slow, but India taught me how to combine this slow vibe with the fast tempo.
Yeah, so it's probably difficult for you to live in Russia, yeah, because everyone is always in a hurry. We don't know how to enjoy.
Something is happening. Something you have to go. Something you have to do. Yes.
Yes, it's a pretty difficult life. I used to, maybe, I don't know, I didn't see any other type of life, but when I moved abroad, now when I go to Russia, I feel like, oh, it's too much. It's like too many people. Everything is so fast. I'm tired of this traveling from one part to another 2 hours. I don't want it. I want just peaceful life in a small place. I don't want the big city anymore.
That, yes. And yes, Delhi is also a capital, so the movement and the things that are happening is very fast. So I had to learn how to live in that tempo. And when I came back to Russia, it kind of seemed too slow for me. I was like, where's the life? Where's the tempo? How are we going to live here?
Yeah, that's what my husband often tell, that there is not so much happening really to compare to India. There is always something going on. It's like you're always like involved in something. It's really amazing. Yes, I have never lived there yet, but yeah, I know what he means. And what about you? Do you see your future in India, or would you like to live in different places? So now you are living in Russia. But I think it's not a final destination.
No. Well, let's see how it happens. And well, in my heart, if certain points were not there in India, my heart belongs there. My heart is in love with the country. I would definitely live there, without any doubt. But there are certain things that I'm not gonna agree with ever, and until it maybe changes, but that's gonna take centuries, maybe next life.
Yes.
Yeah,
If
but
you believe in next life, yes, it's possible.
maybe yes, but whatever it is now, it's unsafe, first of all. And I want to be safe and be able to communicate with the world without being scared that tomorrow my life might be in danger somehow. Who wants that, right? So if life puts me in India to live there, I'll not object it. I will do everything possible for my safety and I will enjoy my life. If life puts me in some other place, I will also try to enjoy that. So I learned from my husband that wherever you are, try to find positive things. Negatives will always be there. But why not focus on positive and try to somehow, live? But of course, we will try to choose the safe place. That's the number one criteria. Safe.
Yes, exactly.
That's it.
Yes. And I think nice people around. That's the most important point for my husband, at least. He won't be able to live in some place, where it's not safe, where people are not friendly. That's why even in Europe, we wouldn't be able to live everywhere. It's
Yeah.
like here where we are, yeah, people are still very nice. They're friendly. You feel like you don't really feel that you are a foreigner. That's a really
Exactly.
important thing. Yeah, because they talk to you, they smile, they're very talkative, they're very kind of, I don't know, you feel like that
They
it's
share.
nice.
They are ready to exchange normally without
Yes.
anything imposing on you.
Yeah, probably that's why there are so many foreigners and they feel comfortable here. And so,
Yeah.
but what will happen in future, no one knows. Let's see how the winter would be here in Europe, because everyone is scared what will happen.
Let's hope everything will be fine. I really wish that the whole world becomes a better place.
Yes, me too. Yes, so it was really nice talking to you. So I got a chance to talk to both of you. So please thank your husband from my behalf. Yes, it was amazing conversation. I think so many
Thank you so
things,
much.
and I agree with you completely. I think I found a sister in you, really, because we share so many similar points about life, about how we see the life, how we see people. So I really hope that what will become really more kind and more acceptable, towards like because everyone should feel equal. I believe what I like about Sikhism, about this religion, that they teach equality, so everyone is equal.
Beautiful philosophy. Beautiful
And
philosophy.
I think that this is really important. Yes, and unfortunately, it's not like that now, but at least there are people who feel like this, and we will try to change this world for better, I think.
Yes, I really believe there are people, and we're gonna increase. There will be more. So let's just spread love and try to, put those seeds of acceptance and happiness in the world. So it might click with someone, and they might, try to follow that path instead of the other one.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much. This is a talk that I didn't have for a long time, and I really needed it. And thank you for this opportunity. You are an amazing person. And I personally want to know you more, and to talk about different things, because
now
the amount of energy I'm getting right now from you is just incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's I really feel the same. I was really happy. Like from the first message, I just felt that this is someone who shares the same love. We share the same love for the same country. We are both married to Indians, so we have a lot of things to discuss. And I would really like to meet you again for sure. And of course, in person as well. It's like that would be really amazing.
Yes, please.
Yes.
In person,
Yes, you're very welcome to.
My husband is saying when we visit Amsterdam, we will definitely meet each other.
Yes, we are living just 17 kilometers away from Amsterdam. So
no problems. Did you hear 7 kilometers away? Yes, he said no problems.
Yeah, really? When are you coming?
When are we coming? He said this is a secret, not in here.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, we will discuss it privately. Yes. No, but really, you are very welcome if you ever come to Europe, because we also love to travel anytime. Please.
Okay,
and
perfect. Absolutely perfect. We just keep in touch. How about that?
Yes, for sure. And I hope it's not our last live session. I would like to meet you again. I'm sure that maybe we could also do the same in Russian, because there are some girls who don't know enough English. I just prefer the English because I have a lot of non-Russian speakers, so they wouldn't understand any single word. So they always ask me, please organize more interviews in English. So
okay, sure. Then we can do it in Russian, no problems. Just maybe discuss some particular topics as you will,
Yes, maybe we can meet with Susanna, you, and someone else. We can invite you. Maybe we'll make Armenian meeting, like Armenian girls. There are many girls who are married to Indian men. Yes,
Yes,
you probably know
we
yourself.
could
Yes.
definitely.
I didn't know that. It was a big surprise for me, really, because I was thinking that Armenians, they prefer to marry only among themselves. Yeah. The same with other communities, with my own community, the same, yes, mostly. But there are nice examples. Yeah, so we will surely keep in touch. Thank you so much again. I would like to thank everyone who were watching us. If you have any questions, like please feel free to ask like in the comments, or you can write directly to Emma. She is wonderful person, very open, like we are both global citizens. Yes, indeed, we respect
Yes.
everyone. Yeah, so I'm sure she will reply, she will help. So please subscribe her. You would be amazed by her talents. I was watching your videos, I think for maybe, I don't know, half an hour. I was just frozen. Oh, wow. Oh my God. How she can do it? How she can move your eyebrows like that? How she can move your eyes like that? I was like, really, really. I was impressed, really. So you're indeed very talented. So I wish you
Thank you
best
so
of
much.
luck with all your, so that you grow and you get more interesting people and you, like, I don't know, more students, because you are probably also teaching like English plus dances as well.
Yes, 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 yes. But mostly right now we are focusing on helping people to go abroad. So that's the main. But yes, I also do the dance and all these things as well. I
So you
teach and I
come
learn.
across much more, like many more interesting, really amazing people who share similar interests, because it's very important to meet someone like-minded people. I
Yes.
always missing them when I was living in Russia.
Yes.
I didn't know so many girls who loved Indian culture, not so many. Unfortunately, we were in
Same
different
here. Same here.
years.
I used to be actually mocked at, when I used to say that I love Indian culture, people used to laugh at me like, "What Indian culture? What is there to like?" I'm like,
Yes, and in Russia, if I put like Indian clothes and I went to some Indian concert, people like staring at me, "Oh, come on, what is she wearing? Is she okay?" So yes,
yes,
it's
I understand
important.
what you're talking about.
It's important to feel comfortable, and it's important that people don't stare at you and think that you are not normal. They should accept my choice. It's my choice. I like Indian
Exactly.
culture. You like African culture. Someone likes, I don't know, Chinese culture. It doesn't matter. We should accept
Exactly.
the choice, yes. And yeah, so
Live and let live. That's
yes,
the
yes, that's the
let live.
approach of my husband. He always repeat this word. Yes, yes, exactly. I agree completely. Yes. So we will surely keep in touch, and we will
Of
talk
course.
about our very interesting project. It's a secret, guys. You will know about it later. You will see it later. Yes, we will.
Yes.
Yes, we will
Thank you.
impress you. I promise. Yes. So thank you so much. And I wish you a wonderful day. And again, please thank your husband. It was really great to see both
Sure.
of you and listen to different views, because men can think differently. So maybe I can
Yes.
organize, I can push my husband to come sometime because he's kind of not really into it. But if maybe if we meet all four of us, I think it should be really interesting.
I think that will be really, really interesting, and a lot of soul will be there.
Yes, we should
Yeah.
introduce our husbands to each other. Maybe it will happen then. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Sure. Now for sure. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Have a
so much, my
wonderful
dear.
day.
Thank you so much. That
Thank
was a
you.
great pleasure. That was an amazing live session, and thank you for what you're doing. Let your things spread out and bring more love and peace in the world through these
Thank you
amazing
so much. Yes,
couples that you find and
I
show
feel
us.
I
Thank you so
feel
much.
exactly the same. Yes, really. It was really touching conversation like with someone I know already for many years. It's difficult to believe that I know you only maybe 1.5 months or something. Yes,
Couple of months.
yes. Yes, I
But
was in Russia at that time when I wrote to you, I think, and it's really amazing feeling. Yeah, when maybe we were living somewhere in the same place in our past lives. Who
could
knows?
be, because I got the same feeling when we, talked a little bit, and I found out you a little more. I was like, wow, this is such my person. She seems like my person
Yes.
who I would love to know more and more and keep in touch.
So now for sure. Now
Yes.
you will not,
Okay.
now you will not escape from me. Yes.
No, I don't want to. No problems.
Yes, sure. We will be in touch, and I really want to discuss more what
Of
what
course.
I propose to you, because this is something I would love to do, really. And again, guys, please watch Emma's videos, please. I'm
No.
sure you would be impressed, really, really. I would really request
Oh,
all of you who are watching us now, yes, please.
thank you for watching us now. Yes, and please spread kindness and love. That's what I want to say.
Yes,
That's it.
yes. That's very important, yes. Yes, let's be kind to each other, yes.
Yes.
Okay, have a great day, and
You too.
again.
Have an
Namaste.
amazing day. Namaste.
Namaste. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.